back to the Mayfield podcast, the podcast by mates for mates. If you haven't already, rate it 5 stars. I'm here with the Chip, Marathon Man McGrath, and Jordan Thirst Trap Cox.
Are you kidding? There is no way you keep stitching me up with these fucking intros.
You're giving me a lot to work with lately.
When have I done a thirst trap?
Are we going to talk about today? Are we going to talk about the past?
Today.
How often does your taken mate post with a dog on Instagram?
Yeah.
Answer that for me, listeners.
A little appreciation post for my dog on Instagram. Apparently, it's a thirst trap.
Yeah, you know she's losing her leg next week.
Like, man,
don't say that.
We know what you're doing, man. And previously, you had that infamous profile picture.
The old gym photo.
Not the inaugural
Wait,
fucking
the gym profile picture, I'll wear that. But the dog photo on the story, man, come on.
Yeah, I know. That was a bit rough by me.
So back to the gym profile picture.
Yeah, that's the old me.
She's changed.
I'll kick us off, boys. So what broke me this week was work. I genuinely had the worst fucking week ever, eh?
What?
Like, nothing went my way. I'm not going to get into it because I'm going to get extremely cut.
It's one of those weeks, the character building weeks, eh?
And I thought this was a good week coming into Christmas. I thought I was fucking going to be on to
You
something.
thought you were going to be real festive.
Yeah, I did, but I wasn't. I was like a Grinch.
But it's going to make your Christmas break even better, though, to be fair.
Yeah, it will.
So
I'm that game for that.
That's a good thing.
And then what else? I went shopping for Christmas on Thursday night.
Yeah.
And once again, one of the worst experiences of my life.
Yeah.
400 people in one shop, lines 20 metres long. Didn't get a Santa photo. Didn't get to sit on Santa's lap.
That was the killer.
Santa sat on my lap this year. Like, what the fuck?
Chip tried her and he's like,
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then what made me this week is, I'm staying off the piss. I stayed off the piss last night. I'm staying off the piss tonight. I'm going to go till Chrissy Eve, so.
To Chrissy Eve?
Yeah.
That's a long stint.
But you're going to have work parties before Christmas?
No, our work party's already done, eh?
Oh, really? Okay, fair enough.
Actually, I might just rule out the 22nd. I won't go the 24th. The 22nd.
I reckon to the 22nd.
Yeah. I'll let the hair down.
Because on the 22nd, we've all just finished work. You're fired up. You're feeling festive.
Yeah.
The tinsel's on all the utes.
And I'll be blind before the sun starts going west.
Just to circle around back to the Christmas shopping, there is honestly nothing worse than when you're stuck for ideas. Like, I've seriously considered approaching my family, extended family this year and just go, I'm probably going to give the gift giving a miss. You know?
It doesn't sound like something you wouldn't usually do anyway.
You'd still receive them, but you're not closing that
I'm
box
still
off.
happy to receive stuff, obviously. I'm not going to sit here and lie on our own podcast.
That's why I do everything on a Christmas Eve. Because no matter what, I'm leaving with presents. If I do it before, I get in my own head. You got the annoying mums running around with their shopping carts with their screaming kids before then. It just makes it more of a hassle. So you go Christmas Eve, you know you're leaving with something.
Yeah, you have to leave.
You can't procrastinate because that is quite literally the final day.
You go in and it's like, all right, if that present's not there, all right, I'm getting a candle.
Yeah,
you're making sure you're leaving with the candle.
I switched it up this year, right? I didn't get mum a candle.
Really?
I'm really diving deep.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't get her a candle.
You've developed a lot.
Let it be known there was some nice fucking candles getting around the joint.
Your emotional intelligence this year has gone through the roof.
It couldn't go any fucking lower.
Spoiler alert. Talking about Christmas and all that, obviously Santa isn't real. If you're not listening, I hope you still don't believe that if you're listening to this. But do you have any stories of like bullshitting about Santa when you were young?
100%. I had one night where I swear to God, still to this day, I swear I saw Santa. Like, I remember I woke up on the couch, looked over at the Christmas tree, I saw that motherfucker's boots. Like, and I remember waking up and telling my parents that I saw him, and they would have just been like, "You're an idiot."
Your dad would have been pissing himself knowing very well he was dressed as Santa.
Yeah, wearing boots.
Yeah. I literally remember one time I was on the patio, swear to God, it might have been a UFO. Let's not go down that road. But I heard the jingle of the bells and shit, and I looked up to the sky, and it was like something was moving in the sky, and I could see like hooves and shit like from the reindeers, and I was right up, Dad. I was like, man, I just fucking saw him. The secret's out. He's in Sippy Downs. And my dad would have been just sitting there going, this cunt's like a bullshitter.
Yeah,
bullshit.
I didn't raise a bullshitter.
Yeah. No, I reckon like on the back of that, finding out about Santa not being real was probably the worst day of my life.
Chip already knew he wasn't real at 4. He just used to get up and drink the piss himself.
And eat all the cookies.
Yeah, I caught Mum's bluff. she started thinking, oh, fuck, is Santa real? Nah. Well, someone's knocking off these cookies and milk.
What made and broke me this week, both happened today. So what made me is mate's 21st. So went down to a park, had a few Arvo beers, and it was like badminton tournaments and a soccer tournament. Fucking awesome, by the way. You should have seen me out on that soccer field, ripping and tearing.
Was it a sight to see?
Oh, 100%.
Were you shirtless?
It was like Wally Lewis played soccer.
Yeah.
You should have seen
another
this
scenario like, oh, you should have seen me the other week.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, you guys should have been there.
You should have seen this bloke's feet. Like, you know, when you run around a park and they collect all like just goobies, walks into the house and his feet are just covered. They're like, you'd call it car park feet. Like when you walk through an underground car park.
Before we filmed the episode, they made me wash my feet because of how black they were.
And you resisted.
Yeah, 100%.
He was visibly upset.
I felt awesome.
Yeah.
It's like washing away your hard work. But what broke me is right now we're filming on our setup, but our cushions are wet, so we have no cushions on the chair right now. It's quite uncomfortable.
We need to find a way around that, I think.
I'm pretty comfortable though.
Yeah, well, Chip's the only one with cushions right now. So
He's the king.
My seat never moves. It stays here. It's actually bolted in.
Yeah, well, it has to be.
It's got bracing supports on the side. What made me this week is I've been trying to be conscious of the time I spend on TikTok and Instagram because I've been getting stuck in the most fucked rabbit holes, particularly on Instagram lately. And it's quite literally just people dying. Like, dude, Instagram is like borderline a gore site at the moment.
Yeah, it's actually going crazy. I remember when TikTok first came out, everyone was like, got to get on TikTok. The comment section and the videos are next level.
Yeah.
Now it's switched, Like,
Instagram
is next
comments
level.
are hectic,
yeah.
man.
It's like the OG Reddit days.
Yeah. 100%.
All that live leak site.
It'll
Instagram's turning to live leak.
It'll be 8 o'clock and I open Instagram Reels and I see someone get hit by a bus and I'm just completely desensitized to it. Like, that is not fucking normal.
Yeah, but I woke up the other day at 5. The first thing I open my phone, the first thing I see someone hit a pole driving a motorcycle and go like 80 metres in the air.
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
It was like, oh, sweet, awesome start of the day.
Yeah. Literally.
That one was cool. But anyway, what I was trying to say is instead of being on my phone, I've been trying to read a little bit more. I started reading Matt Wright's.
You used to be a big reader.
Owen Wright's autobiography. And
Matt Wright.
It's fucking awesome.
You used to be a massive reader though, eh?
Yeah, I used to be a bit of a bookworm.
I've actually to this day, like, proper books.
You've
I've never finished a book.
Only picture ones.
Yeah, or pop-up books.
You've finished a couple.
Out.
You've finished a couple picture books in your time.
Oh, 100%. Those pop-up books back in the day, best thing in the world. But yeah, an actual book, I've never actually finished one. I've gone like 3/4.
Yeah, the last one
I've had to. Like,
the last one
school.
I finished is probably like the 12-story treehouse or something.
It's not for everyone though. Like, you gotta.
Well, I'm like dyslexic. It's like actually frying my brain.
Yeah, you read the same page 40 times and then move on.
I read a page and I'm like, I didn't actually cop any of that.
He burns like 3,000 calories trying to read a page. Like, that's how intensely.
I'm like full sweating.
Yeah.
Thank fucking
It's just trying to read the chapter.
Yeah, and this one can be taken either ways because it's also what made me, but to an extent broke me. We had our work Christmas party, and you know, like, you get pretty fucked up at your work Chrissy parties for even though it's around people that quite literally are in the hands of your career.
Do you know what I reckon it is?
What?
I reckon it's because at work you spend every day with them where you can't do it.
Yeah.
And then you're always talking about getting on the piss on the weekends and that.
Yeah,
So it's like
so then it
over the
gets
year it's all built up.
Yeah.
And then you just let loose at the work Chrissy party.
Yeah, and our Chrissy party was legendary. Like, it was just that everybody was there. It was just everybody was happy to be there. It was very festive. That's how to describe it.
That's nice.
And it was like, so families were welcome, and I was fucking probably blind at about 5 o'clock. There was a bouncy castle there, and I knew a couple of the young fellas from one of the blokes I work with, and they're like, "Come in the jumpy castle." Now, before you like,
you did what?
before you're sitting here going, "Where the fuck is this going?" I promise you, it's nothing bad. All right, so I jump in this jumping castle, and next minute, fucking ganged up on by about 10 kids, like tackled within an inch of my life. I have come out and I've got 3 buttons left on my shirt. They were taking buttons and trying to barter with me, $15 to get them back. And I'm sitting there and I'm almost about to drop, "Hey, fucking Santa's not real, you little cunts," to them. No. But yeah,
Bro got actually bullied by little kids.
Bro,
Fully
actually
got
had like
jumped.
bro had the end card the whole time and was just holding on to it like, oh, should I use it?
It's actually deserved though, because you're 20 years old in a jumping cast with
Hey,
little kids.
I reckon you should have decked the
it
little
was
prick.
fun as.
Yeah, but wait, you're actually gonna catch a case soon.
Dude.
Be honest, did you love it? Be honest.
I will
Don't.
not comment on that
Do
for
not
legal
answer that.
reasons.
Don't answer that.
There's a video that me and Chip got sent
Oh,
last
yeah,
night,
bro.
about 6:30 p.m. And it's Jacko running around chasing kids on a jumping castle. Maybe we could put that in our next time.
Don't paint.
Bro, no way we can put that anywhere.
That's a really bad image you just painted. I was being chased. Like I was.
He didn't look like it in the video.
So there was 2 kids in front of you and none behind you. What were you fucking running backwards?
Yeah, they're running around in circles.
Anyway, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, when you hit that stage at the night, I think it was roughly 2:30, and I was sitting down at
2:30?
No, but like after you've been for a long stint, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like it adds
All
up.
right. I'll let it
Sitting
go.
there on the floor at 2:30 around with everyone, and I just had that realization of,
You're a dead shit?
what am I doing? What am I doing?
Were you still with the kids?
You would have seen you would have seen 40 kids and just gone.
I was building a Lego
Yeah,
set.
he's still in the kids' room. And they're like, dude, what are you fucking doing?
Hey, Jacko, I think it's time for you to leave.
Yeah, and like I just had that realization, and I started getting really anxious, and which doesn't usually happen to me. And I was like, I'm gonna be so fucked tomorrow. And I felt like last night, like genuinely altered my brain chemistry. Like I feel fried. Like I honestly don't know what's wrong with me. There was plenty before, but
I'm
now,
glad you regret it.
So what I've got,
At least he's learning.
What I've got from this is when there was kids around, you didn't feel anxious. When they were gone, you felt very anxious.
Yeah.
all right, enough with those we gotta keep this politically correct.
Politically.
On the other hand, GTA 6 trailer released.
Yeah, 100%.
They didn't show enough.
What?
They should have showed more, bruh.
Yeah, but it's a trailer. It's a
It's a
teaser.
trailer.
Like
Yeah.
a little bit of like live gameplay. You know what I mean?
It's like a bit of edging for the main
yeah, a
thing,
bit of
you know what I mean?
Everyone loves a good edge.
I remember hearing like 2013 when the first GTA 5 came out, and they were like, we're already working on GTA 6. And I was like, oh my God. Like, yes,
Yeah.
start of high school is going to be sick. Now I'm like a degenerate. Now it's like weird if I buy a PlayStation.
You got to walk
That's
into
how long
EB.
I've waited.
You got to
Yeah,
walk
dude.
into EB Games to get it.
We were
Wait,
meant to be
wait.
able to play that game before we graduated.
Yeah.
Like dead set, we were meant to be able to, and
Yeah.
now look at us.
It's going to be absolutely phenomenal, though. Like, imagine the jump up in technology over the last 10 years,
But the
and then
amount of-
transfer that to like an open world game.
The amount of time it's taken, I hope I'm just alive by the time it's released. Like, I'm actually starting to doubt myself.
I saw some comments on the trailer, and it was like, "Rest in peace to the homies that passed before this was released." And I was like,
Oh my God.
I was like, "That's fucked up."
True, though.
yeah,
RIP.
It's gonna be that good, but like seriously, it'll be. I wonder how they're gonna do it. But you know how like you can switch between your characters in GTA 5. Like, I wonder if that's gonna be the same thing or like.
You wanna be
what's gonna
Trevor, don't
change.
you?
Oh, bro, he was nuts as
Apparently
fuck.
there's going to be a chick. There's going to be a chick character.
Yeah, chick-
now.
oh,
We
yeah.
love that diversity.
Yeah, that's
100%.
great.
Get it?
Speaking of diversity as well, Nick Kyrgios has started his OnlyFans.
Yeah, how's that? I want to see his
I
racket.
haven't read. I haven't read the article, but is it like
Put it this
him
way,
getting
he's-
into his work?
He's got a
Like,
fucking good forehand. Very good forehand.
Nah,
it's solo stuff with his forehand.
Apparently it's like him teaching tennis.
Yeah,
isn't
it is him teaching
Oh,
tennis.
so it's-
But I reckon we should just run with the theory. It's just like him banging on tennis courts or something.
Yeah, it's actually probably the
Over
first.
the net?
It'd be like the first OnlyFans page that's free because he's doing it for free as well.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
What?
he's showing his dick for free. How's that? Nah,
What? So he is actually
he's literally
teaching
doing
tennis?
it like to teach tennis, and then he's doing like behind the scenes of like if he's going to a tournament, like it'll be like the whole like video of him at the back and ready and stuff like that.
I reckon he's one of the most underrated villains in Australia.
I reckon he's a
culture.
legend.
I reckon
Wait,
he's.
you think about Nick Kyrgios, everyone like all the tennis icons or supporters go, oh, he's carrying on like a baby if he smashed it. Dude, if you lost 400 grand on the spot
100%.
from like an umpire shit call because you missed a ball, every single one of you would be like
Yeah.
cracking the shits if you lost 400 grand on the spot.
Yeah,
Like,
but then he's the first person to admit that he was playing FIFA till 3 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning. Like,
Or that reporter that saw him at the pub the night before he played.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You see him at the pub last night? He's
Yeah.
like, oh, nah. No, but how, you know the weird thing about that is like he cops so much shit. But like Rafael Nadal the other day, like one of the greatest tennis players ever, did like this is ultimate like tennis person. So they put like a forehand, someone a backhand, someone a serve somewhere. Nick Kyrgios won like 3.
Really?
Of his
Wow,
player, like
yeah.
he's a freak, man.
he's got
fucking good tennis
uncapped
player.
potential.
I don't actually watch any tennis unless like Nick Kyrgios is like highlights.
Literally.
Like I feel like for me, you know how Conor McGregor made UFC
Yeah.
massive? I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he'd be The Conor McGregor
Dude,
of
he
tennis.
pulls shit out of his ass too on that court, man.
I swear it's just one of those things that everyone's like, we need characters in the game. And then as soon as you get a character that you don't like necessarily agree with, everybody fucking hates you.
Yeah.
Dude, they give umpires way too much pull in tennis. Like they might as well be like the cop handing out fucking $500,000 fines.
Well, literally, because that's what a loss
like, how
is.
is that?
Wait, yeah. So Nick Kyrgios, if you're listening, come on the podcast. We'd love to hear your side of the
Yeah,
story.
we'd love to see a racket.
He did
too.
message me earlier. He's been listening to a couple episodes.
Oh, that's good.
That'll be good.
Oh, thanks, Nick.
And we're going to continue on with picking a question each week out of our broadcast channel on Instagram. Our question this week from, where is it? Taylor Marie. One memory you want to erase completely. I'll let you start.
I've got one, yeah. Great question, by the way. That's actually a good
that's
one.
a good
I've told it before. It was in our Splendor episode. It was when we were with the Reese Bros and a lot of people were coming up to them and very little were coming up to us. And went up to the Reese Bros. They were all saying hello to Tom, going like, oh, can't believe it's you. Like, so nice to meet you. And then as Tom goes, oh, here's the Mayfield boys. The guy looked at me. I went to put my hand out to shake his hand, and he shook the other Reese Bro's hand. Oh, so I stood there with my hand
Shook
out.
Kelsey's hand.
The handshake was never for me at all, and I still will be driving my car some days thinking about it, just start screaming.
Get flashbacks?
Yeah, and I just want to drive off the side of the road thinking about it. It's so fucked.
Speaking of the
Imagine
race
that,
goes,
like, reaching out your hand,
Yeah.
and then actually like,
That's
it's
fucked.
not
you
for
just
you.
get brushed.
Yeah, and for a podcast that they didn't even know as well. Like,
They kind of set you up for failure, though.
Yeah, they set me up massively.
Speaking of them, congratulations to them winning
the
the
boys.
TikTok Comedy Creator of the Year.
Yeah,
that's
but that
massive.
was hectic.
They look like they got into their work before the awards
I
ceremony.
want to know
though.
what time pre started, dude. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Good on them, though. That was fucking...
Yeah, they properly.
What about you? What's something that you would erase from your memory if you could?
I'd erase it from my memory and this also my fucking leg. I really wish these tattoos were not on my leg.
Yeah.
I reckon it's part of your character.
It
now,
is,
having
but like
Cookie
at what
Monster.
cost?
But it's in such a good spot. Like, how often are you in DTs?
Oh, heaps.
Getting about...
to everyone's pleasure.
Sorry to the general public.
Yeah, I wish I could get rid of that, but at the same time, I don't.
Do you reckon you're going to cover them up with something?
No, fuck no.
When
I first got them, I was like, oh, I definitely like. I think the only thing that could like get them all was like some big ass snake on my leg.
Yeah.
I hate snakes, so that's not happening.
Yeah.
And then now they're just like, I look down and go, you know what? Good times. Good times.
Or could we just finish the rest of your leg off?
Yeah.
I told everyone that this leg's like an open canvas. Like if you get a gun, you can do something to it.
We should do one night where like listeners could just tattoo your leg.
Yeah, let's not do that because I'll probably wake up with something absolutely cruel on me.
What about you, Jacko?
I've like same as Coxie. I've told it on the podcast before, but shitting myself on the Brisbane
mate.
Highway.
Yeah.
I wish
That was-
I could get that in my head as well.
That was absolutely disgusting. Like, and if you saw what I produced, you'd know exactly why I feel this way.
The fact, and that was another moment where you were shitting in front of kids but couldn't help it.
all right.
And I also lost like one of my best pairs of jeans to that shit. So
R.I.P.
It still lives in my head rent free.
I'm sure your jeans aren't loving it either.
They don't exist anymore. They're in the Redcliffe bushes.
All right, anyway, we've got a massive podcast ahead. Stick around. It's going to get good. Rate us 5 stars if you haven't already.
Thank you.
Here we go. All right, we're back. And so my partner sent in a bit of a topic for us to talk about. Apparently it's going around on TikTok at the moment. And it's about like whether or not something's regarded as cheating or not cheating. So I've got a few dot points here. I'm going to ask you boys and then you can say if you believe that's cheating or not cheating.
That's a fucking
Yeah,
good
all
one.
right, this is good. Let's go into it. Go.
Some of them are like pretty obvious and some of them like will be really obvious to one person and another person will be like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, nah.
So,
It's open for discussion.
And answer these like truthfully.
yeah,
as
I had a
well.
bitch and moan with Harry about this for like 10 minutes today trying to get an answer out of him.
All right, go.
All right, so the first one is like kissing a girl or guy on the cheek on a night out.
Ooh. Depends how well you know the person.
I reckon if it's not your family, you can't do it.
It
Agreed.
depends what sort of kiss it is. You know, some cultures like you kiss on the cheek. Me personally, I've never done it.
I always kiss like my auntie in the cheek and then hug her. But like,
Yeah.
I don't think you can be like meeting a chick out.
Yeah, nah,
and
fair.
I think that's
It
pretty
can't be
weird.
like an acquaintance. Like, I feel like to kiss a girl on the cheek on a night out, it has to be a family friend or family, like you said, like someone you grew up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
reckon,
I like
I reckon there's probably a 30 like an age of 30 and above where it's acceptable.
Yeah. Maybe we could rule it out as saying if it's like if there was any possibility of like you ever being with her or something, then it's fucking cheating.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
Like personally, I've never gone for a big sloppy one on the cheek myself. You know,
Imagine you just sucking on the neck.
Imagine that in a club. You just how are you?
Bro, I
Let's
remember
pop
with
one.
family how awkward it is. Like when your auntie's coming in, and sometimes you miss her cheek and go like past, like you either kiss the ear or kiss her ear or some shit.
I still. What?
Bro, one time
One
time I missed my auntie's cheek and kissed her on the ear, and it was the weirdest thing I've ever fucking done.
What'd you
man.
whisper?
Nothing.
No, but I don't even do the like I hug my aunties and they give me a kiss on the cheek, but I never attempted myself.
I never kissed back.
I never
play hard to get,
I never used to, and now I've started the last couple of years, and it's like it's a good bond between auntie and nephew. The second one is going out to get food one-on-one with a guy or girl. Is that cheating?
With the opposite sex.
Yeah,
right?
with the
Or
opposite
whatever
sex.
sex you're
so
into.
if you're a guy, it's a girl.
That's along the lines of
No.
like having girlfriends and guy friends.
I don't reckon it is, eh? I reckon you can have like a close mate like that and go out to like lunch with them or something.
Nah.
No, I'm gonna say something controversial here, and I'm gonna say it from a bloke's perspective. No bloke will take you one-on-one out on a lunch unless you're his family friend if he doesn't have other intentions, and that's just fact. Like I know it's 100%.
I don't know. I'd feel a bit weird if like,
I reckon
if
a family friend's alright.
If my partner went out with like, but it's not family.
Yeah, I'll
right?
agree
If
on
it's-
family friend. I'll agree with you. Like if it's some other
Like,
chick.
my partner grew up like in a group of boys herself, and like from 4 onwards, and I have no problem with her going out to lunch with them because that's her family friends. Like that is someone she shared her childhood with.
Yeah.
But if she like met someone at work and then was like, oh yeah, I'm just going to lunch, I'd 100% feel uncomfortable with that.
On the back
And I don't think that is an insecurity thing whatsoever. I think that's just like a self-respect thing because I know how blokes think. And some like,
bro, what about how chicks think? Chicks are the worst.
well, yeah, and
not like that. They're not the worst like that.
No, it's a bit of a grey area, isn't it? I'd feel a bit uncomfortable. At the end of the day, though, it depends what sort of timeline you are in your relationship. Start of the relationship, I'd feel a bit weird. If you've been with her a couple of years, like you're past,
and
you're past
obviously,
that
like,
insecure stage.
and your trust is that
you-
like in someone.
Like for you, Chip, if Courtney went out with lunch with another bloke, who gives a fuck? Like.
Yeah,
you know nothing's going to happen,
going on.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Same with you as well, Jack.
thanks for including me on that.
No, but like, it depends on the time of the relationship it's in.
Yeah, good call. So I got buying a girl or a guy a drink on a night out. So the opposite sex on a night out.
Play on.
You reckon? What?
Yes.
I don't reckon you...
Well, it depends. Like once again, it's all subject to.
Are we just going to say this for every
the
single
situation though? Like if you're just approaching a random chick while you have a partner and going, "Would you like a drink?" I think that's a bit fucked. But if
for all these scenarios, let's rule out family members and let's rule out friends. All right, it's chicks you've just met.
Yeah, right.
Oh, 100%.
No, I reckon that's fine.
Not good.
Why the fuck would I buy an $8 drink for someone I hardly know while I have a girlfriend?
Good call.
100%.
What about sending another girl or guy reels or TikToks? That could be a good one. Like
to a chick you've just met.
Because sometimes like chicks, like that's like the biggest thing for them. Like they get the most out of the day from like when you send them a funny reel.
No, I reckon that's not cheating at all because I've got people from work that I'm friends with that are chicks, and like you might be talking about someone at work, and then you see a reel, you send it to them. So
it's like an inside joke.
Yeah, for me as well. Like even if that was my partner, I wouldn't get cut.
Yeah, I agree with him on that one.
I'm with this. You're in a relationship, but you have a work wife or work husband.
Wait, if you label anyone a work wife or a work husband, that is fucking cheating.
Yeah.
That is like
fucking scat.
Yeah,
it's disrespectful.
Yeah, because you know at work, like that's your partner. Like,
yeah, see, I wouldn't even know what it's about because I work with a bunch of blokes and ain't none of them my work husband, I'll tell you that.
Be honest.
All of them are. All of them are.
Nah, imagine your partner at work and they've got like this work husband. He'd fuck you off, I reckon. Like,
it's completely
so mad.
completely fine being close with someone that you work with, though.
Yeah,
like, but
work friends.
If they're going up to you after their long shift and they're going, yeah, I was with the work hubby all day.
Yeah, if you call them that,
yeah, he's copy hitting.
I reckon I'd fucking drop dead on the spot, to be honest.
Yeah,
thank God. What about? And this one is so fucking fair game. I'll just start off with that.
Yeah,
but is it cheating when you have a missus over and she's in the bedroom and you go to have a shower and have a wank.
Is this a real experience for you?
Yeah,
I mean,
mate,
like,
That's play on all day. Are you dead ass? Are you dead set?
is this a problem you've
That's about
encountered?
as green light as they fucking come, bud.
Nah, I reckon play on as well.
Yeah, play on for sure, but you don't go into the room after and brag about it. Like, you won't believe what I just did.
Oh, you should have seen the video.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god.
Pretty sure there's half a child in the drain.
What the fuck? Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I'm about to go back. Wait, watch this video.
I just watched the Gunners thing in there. You wouldn't
Yeah.
believe it.
Oh, really? What, a YouTube video? Sorta.
Can you do this?
Oh, come on.
Wait, what about... Nah,
Come
sorry.
on.
Wait, what about... A lot of people are against it. Do you think watching porn when you're in a relationship is cheating?
That was my next question. And fuck no.
You don't
It's
reckon
not
it is?
cheating, bro. Like, I reckon I dead set put cheating down to, like, either having, like, a really good, like, emotional connection with someone that's not your missus, or sleeping with someone, or kissing someone like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cheating, like, to its core. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that back to the monkey days. You're telling me when we were like primal, we weren't in caves. Looking probably at cave paintings, just going going hammer and tong on the old fucking dog and bone. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing else to do, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I don't think it's cheating.
I don't...
So what, when you can't get off on one painting, you, like, look to a different rock and go, yeah, this is the one.
It's a problem when it starts being obsessive and it
Yeah.
starts
Oh.
interrupting your.
Either way, if you're in a relationship or you're not, if it's obsessive, you
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
I reckon it's not cheating, but at the same time, if my partner was against it, I wouldn't do it.
What about this?
That's what I'd do.
Yeah, that.
But
You
like,
reckon?
if they came to me with
I
like a
reckon-
legitimate reason, and like I feel uncomfortable you watching that, I'd be like, fair enough, and I'd like try. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I agree. I'll just do it secretly.
But if someone says to you, like, I don't feel comfortable with you, like, watching porn, like, it's,
Sweet, I won't do it next year then.
yeah, that'll be when you use
No,
it.
I agree with you. I feel like if there was a genuine reason that they came to me with of why,
It'd want to be a good fucking reason.
it wouldn't be something like if you keep doing it, the world's ending. That's like what it would take.
Yeah.
Could I jump in on another one?
If you steal what I'm about to say, I'm going to punch
Sorry,
you.
it's. Do you reckon this is cheating or not cheating? Posting like revealing pictures on Instagram and your socials.
I reckon there's a line, like, there's a clear line of where it's like it's too far.
Yeah.
Like, and like if you're at the beach and you post a photo, like, so be it. But like if there's a definite line that you can tell, like, all right, she's dating someone or he's dating someone, that's pretty fucked up.
I feel like for me, I'd like most of it private.
Yeah.
So if like every bloke on your Instagram seeing what you look like at your best, right, like half naked, I'd get a bit weird about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I feel like going to the beach, like, wearing a bikini or something, like, I don't reckon that's too bad.
that's fine. I'm not
But, like,
telling you
yeah,
wear
like the
like
chicks
a-
that are, like, in lingerie, like, in a mirror.
Yeah.
See, that's
that
clearly
stuff.
fucking wrong.
Yeah, like they're doing like the story posts and it's like lingerie, like sexy photos, or like even on their Instagram, whatever, those sort of sexy photos where it's like, you know, every single one of your mates or your people in your
yeah.
area liking it.
Definitely, like, but the good people, like, that you'd want to have a relationship with someone would just never do it.
It could be.
Yeah, I feel like
this
that
could
as
be
well.
controversial, but from what I've heard is a lot of times chicks do it because they're happy with how they look and they feel good about posting it.
Yeah.
But I know plenty of chicks who do it for validation too. Like
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's
and they're
fair.
in relationships. So I think that it's play on to an extent, but you got to.
It's play on if it's for like body positivity and
Yes.
you're feeling good about yourself. It's not play on if it's for validation
Yeah.
from other people. You're expecting likes on your Instagram story. You're
there's-
expecting all that.
Yeah, and there's
Completely
never
agree.
an appropriate time to have your tits out on your story. Never.
Unless you're single and you go through that development stage.
Yeah,
'Cause
then
I
it-
had my tits out on my profile picture.
What about on the back of that? What about, like, OnlyFans? Like, watching OnlyFans? How I reckon, like, you know, when it's someone you know, I reckon that's pretty bad. I reckon that's pretty bad.
What? So you're subscribing to it while you're in a relationship?
Yeah, I reckon that's bad. OnlyFans.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I reckon that's not play on.
Yeah.
I think when you start paying
Yeah.
for content, that
Yeah.
is when it starts becoming
If-
obsessive.
yeah.
Like that's
if you're paying to see a chick naked when you're in a relationship, that's fucked up, I reckon.
yeah.
Like 100%. Like
Cross those
You need to,
channels.
like-
that's like breakup worthy, I reckon. That's like almost like
Yeah,
getting on the
I'm
phone,
with you.
having like phone sex with a random.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's,
You
yeah.
need to sit in a
if
corner.
If you're spending your hard-earned money to see another chick naked, and most of the time OnlyFans chicks or people that buy OnlyFans is people that they know as well, which
Yeah.
makes it worse. Like if you're doing that, you'd be
Yeah,
so
I reckon
cut.
that's-
Well, if I put
terrible.
myself in the chick shoes, I'd look at it like, well, that's $15. That could be like a bunch of flowers or a date that
Yeah.
could have taken me on. Rather instead,
Yeah.
he's fucking signed up.
Yeah, $15 a month.
jerking off to someone your age, who's
Yeah.
like a lot hotter.
Yeah.
I think if you
as
do-
well, like a lot of the time, like OnlyFans chicks are going to be like a lot physically hotter, right? I could be completely wrong. Sorry if I've offended anyone, but you know what I mean. Like a lot of the times, if otherwise you wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
If you didn't find someone on OnlyFans more attractive than your girlfriend, you wouldn't be fucking paying for it. I reckon.
Yeah.
There's that much free shit on the internet.
I genuinely don't
But-
understand people who do
Yeah,
it. And I know
Pornhub's got like 8 million videos.
we're probably gonna
Quick facts.
we're probably gonna lose half our audience because half of you fuckers probably have subscribed to OnlyFans.
Yeah.
But if you're doing that, like probably go sit in a corner, look at the wall, and reevaluate your life.
What's your thoughts on girls that just do, like, if your partner was to do OnlyFans in general? Because for me, like, I know some of my best mates, right? Their girlfriends do OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I would never ever look at it or anything like that, but they're cool with it. Which I reckon, like, as long as both parties are cool with it,
Yeah.
it's sweet. But I reckon on OnlyFans how like they can do private chats and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, that's too
I reckon
far.
if it got to that level, it's too far if your partner's doing
I
OnlyFans.
personally could never like date someone that still has like an OnlyFans running.
Yeah.
Like if you were dating them.
If
Yeah.
they're doing it before you're together, you have to know what you're getting yourself into. Like you can't
Yeah.
be naive about it.
Especially because at the end of the day, if that's their living, it's like their livelihood. And then if you're going to say, no, you can't do it, well, that's like sort of...
But
Yeah.
if they approach you while you're in a relationship with them that's been existing for a while and they're like, hey, I want to do OnlyFans, I don't think there's any problem with the dude going, that's not for me.
Yeah.
But I could see a bloke go, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, the
you
other
do
way
what works for
around,
you.
Yeah, 100%. For me personally, I'm not against OnlyFans at all. Like, if you're earning money off it, go ahead.
Yeah,
Like,
good on you.
just do it.
Slay.
You might as well, but I would never personally do it. And I wouldn't really want my partner doing it as well because I want it private. Like, I don't want everyone else knowing what
Yeah.
you could experience
Yeah.
for a bit of money. Like, it's like fucking $4 a month, half of them as
That's
well.
probably like half
Especially because my performance in a video would be fucking terrible.
That's probably half the problem because of how easy everything is to access now. It's sort of taken the intimacy out of it to an extent. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
something that was once so private, you can in less than
Yeah.
30 seconds pull up on your homepage.
Yeah, 100%. No,
Yeah.
I agree. All right, this one will be a solid. I know what you guys are going to answer, but getting a lap dance in a strip club, cheating or not cheating? I reckon it's cheating.
Yeah, I'm not for that.
Yeah, it's cheating, but at the end of the day, look, if you get permission from the other half,
Yeah.
you can go ahead. But if you didn't get permission, it's cheating.
And they like were genuinely uncomfortable with it.
But honestly, with me, I reckon if I had a partner and they wanted to go to a male strip club, I'd be like, fucking go ahead.
I feel like
I reckon it'd be fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
I feel like the other way it goes different, but like from
Dude,
a chick seeing blokes.
Imagine
you know what
watching a bloke, or actually, whoa. Like, imagine like just this, a bloke in like a jock strap, washboard abs is like twerking on your girlfriend. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I
you'd be
don't-
stoked.
I know, but I don't get threatened by that at all.
yeah, like the Inspired Unemployed episode where
Yeah, the Impractical Jokers thing they did.
Yeah.
Where, yeah, exactly. Like, I reckon it's fucking hilarious. Like, if you want to experience it, go ahead. I'd probably fucking help
Yeah.
pay for it just because it's funny.
You'd be in there
Would you be
would
in-
you be in there putting notes in his joy in his jock strap?
Yeah, if you do it, I'm doing it with you. Nah,
If
but
she gets a dance, I get a dance.
it's one
Yeah.
in all in.
Yeah.
if it's the old sneaky, you don't tell them about it. Like, even just going to a strip club, I feel like could be a bit of cheating.
Yeah.
But if they're cool with it, go ahead.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, and I got one to wrap us up.
There's a lot of these have a little bit of a grey area that we're feeding
I
into,
know.
aren't they?
Yeah.
I wish we just had blatant answers.
But there's a lot of grey area involved because every relationship is different.
Look,
Yeah.
there's a lot of grey area in life.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you bang on with that.
There you go. What about if you're in a relationship and you like a girl's story? Like, say, like it's them at the beach,
yeah.
like showing their ass or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, that's fucked.
I
Yeah,
reckon
that's fucked, 100%. If,
Why else would you be liking an ass
and,
pic?
Yeah,
unless it's
100%.
like a cute dog like my one this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
you can
guys,
get away with it.
Yeah,
go
that's
have a
so
look
play
at
on.
that Jordan underscore. No.
But like, if it's something completely non-related, like if it's like a wholesome event or something that happened, I might press like on it. Doesn't mean I want to pursue something with you.
Yeah.
But if it's something that's like provocative and revealing, if you're liking it, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Especially if you're reacting to it and things like
Fire
that.
emoji.
I've heard of heaps of people that do that. I reckon it's fucked.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of heaps of people as well on the coast that they're in relationships, they're swiping up on other stories or reacting to it. Like,
It's a cruel world out there, man. Social media has cooked everything.
100%. It's just not. It's not ideal, is it? Imagine your partner like reacting to other blokes' stories.
Like
if
an
they had-
ad pic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'd be fucking filthy.
I generally find it funny because I just knew it would never happen. Like, it'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, you're sweet though.
Yeah.
So are you, Jacko.
Thanks. Thanks again,
Include
man.
you again.
Oh yeah, well that's it, boys. Everyone answered very well.
Send
a
in-
lot of grey there, but
Wait, a lot of grey areas, but I feel like we're all green ticks at the moment.
Yeah.
Ladies, what do you reckon?
yeah.
We didn't say anything too bad there, did we?
No, I feel like we're pretty reasonable.
Send us in some of your...
Dick pics.
Yeah.
Whoa, don't do that. Don't do
Nah,
that.
if you have any like sort of situations that you think might be cheating or not cheating, send them in.
Yeah.
Send them into our DMs.
Give
We'll
them to the
reply you.
experts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give you our professional
We're gonna
opinions.
go. Look, it's all about the scenario. Cheers.
What about this? Sending nudes.
Oh, it's a green... I suppose it
It's a bit of a
depends on the
grey area.
context.
Yeah.
Depends on the
Bit
context.
of a grey area. I think, if she was into it, like,
Let us know what you thought of that topic.
yeah. All right. Thank you. All right, we're going to wrap up this episode. For our LFI this week, we've got a special guest, old Michaela.
Mick Chicken.
Jacko's misso. Her name is Mort.
Please don't argue.
I've just dropped
Yeah.
her real name.
Just
I
do it.
swear it's just Mort.
Just do what you said, all right?
Birds of a feather flock together, everyone.
For context, that was the LFI.
That's beautiful.
What's that mean? It means...
Well, leave that one to Chip because he's good at...
Yeah, like you're a reflection of who you hang around with.
100%.
Yeah, you
Wow.
thought.
Wow.
A poet you are.
100%. And
the
song of the
wrong
week
reason.
this week is Wrong Direction by British India. Listen to
a
our
good
song of the
it's a good song.
Listen to our playlist. It's fucking awesome. Gets you in the mood for any sort of mood, I
Yeah.
reckon. Having a shit day, pop it on. Having a great day, even better. Pop it on.
Follow on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Spotify. Make sure you follow the podcast, massive one.
Yeah. And we let you off this week, no plugs. So just rate us 5
Yeah,
stars.
next
right?
week you're fucked.
Send in some topics you want to hear as well.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Cut it before that.